folks, welcome on in. It is Trainwreck today. It is December 12th, which means, does that make tomorrow the first day of Slick Miss Slick?
Probably, yeah.
All right, so we're rocking and rolling. Obviously, a big weekend ahead. Huge shout out to the Bruckman team, Herd of Buffalo, and Trainwreck Sports. Make sure you're following all of the action. Slick Al on my left, Dreamboat Don on the ones and twos to my right. We got Alec in the saddle with us today. Coming off a pretty hot Thursday. We had a crazy Thursday night football matchup. Tampa Bay Bucks. I mean, that's a gut punch of a loss. And then Don, the Sabres displayed some gut on the road. First regulation road win in almost 2/3 of a year.
255 days. Hang the banner, Don.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they lost 3 in a row. We're not dodging that, but they've won their last 2. And, getting back to it. And most importantly, the stars showed up. Tage Rasmus, we'll talk about that more. But I think it's only fitting, too, that Slick Miss starts on a slick Saturday.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
So,
only right.
Vibes are high in the studio today, baby.
Slickwinox.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Slickwinox, indeed. So we got a lot to get to. We'll start real quick. Obviously, we're feeling good on this Friday. We got the Sabres win. Let's start there, then. Don, obviously, there's some we had a great episode of Crossing Swords yesterday. They were talking a lot about Jarmo Watch, the state of the franchise. It's obviously leaving much to be desired, but you go and get a road win. I guess two wins in a row now on the road. A chance to maybe turn the tide a little bit on this season.
Yeah, and both against good teams. Vancouver's no slouch. Maybe we can steal Quinn Hughes. Probably not, but everyone on Sabres Twitter is saying that. Like I said, our studs showed up. Darlene, goal assist. Tage, goal assist. Benson, goal. Love to see it. And that sequence at the end of the game, that's the Sabres I know and love growing up. Multiple shots blocked. They can't even get a puck to the net. So much gut in that last minute. We love it. We're one game out of being above 500. Hey, this is flipped. Lots of times this is where we go on our losing streak and it slips away and other teams pass us. I'm still drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm still sipping Darlene. And I think if we can just close out this road trip with one more win before we go home to face the Flyers, get revenge, I think we're looking good.
We're 8 points back of first place in the Atlantic. 51 games to play. Let's go.
A lot of hockey to be played.
A lot of hockey to be played. That's all I'm saying.
Heating up at the right time is all that matters.
Heating up at the right time. The UB basketball, they needed a strong start. They got one. Exactly. You want Brock, you got him. But speaking of walking in as a monster to someone else's house, that's what Josh Allen is going to need to do this weekend in Foxborough. Poly Market's got him as a slight favorite there, Slick. What's your confidence level going into this Bills-Patriots matchup? 1 p.m.
I'm actually pretty confident. I think the Bills are starting to get back into the motion. Their fluent way of playing football. You talk about getting hot at the right time. That's what the Bills also seem to do later in the season after they go on their week 5 to 8-ish losing some games. They're getting hot at the right time, and I'm very confident going into Foxborough. Now, is this Patriots team going to play the same that they did coming into Orchard Park? We shall see. They haven't looked like the world beaters in every game, especially as of late. So I'm pretty confident. Defense just really needs to show up because that's what killed us last time.
First half's going to be big.
This is one of those games where we went down early in the first half and were never able to recover. So long as you can come start the first half strong, establish yourself on D, I like the odds, but Drake May. I want
to say that between Houston and Pittsburgh in the second half, we've allowed 3 points in those 2 second halves. So it's all about the first half on the road to me. Don, how are you feeling marching into Foxborough this weekend?
I'm feeling great, honestly. I'm feeling very confident. I think we come out with a win. I think we win by 6. I think we're winning by a touchdown. Reason for that is people say we lost last game. Yeah, we lost last game by 3. Turn the ball over 3 times.
The Patriots.
Yeah. Last time we played the Patriots. Turn the ball over 3 times. And to still lose by 3 in the NFL, that's still pretty miraculous. Now, Drake May, we've seen he's human. He can throw some real stinkers. We've seen him on the film.
Oh, we've seen him.
I think
Shedeur Sanders has more 300-yard games.
Yeah. So I think
people were really mad that I pointed out that in his career in December in Foxborough, Josh Allen is 3-0. People were
Patriots
big mad.
fans, reading comprehension, not the best.
Not the best. But hopefully, yeah. I mean, hopefully their cheating comprehension is up to date because, they like to get a little scandal going.
Yeah, what's it going to be this time? The earpiece gate?
Drake May is going to have some hair gel that lets him grip the ball better.
Or like an extra earpiece.
Yes, extra earpiece for sure. Definitely. Like you always got to be careful. Got
to limit him to
pesky pats.
To making his Josh Allen like plays that he made in the first game. And yeah, like you said, Don, it was only a 3-point game, which we had no business being even that close to.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we can just do the right things, not turn the ball over this time, much more confident than maybe I was coming out of that Patriots loss earlier in the season.
Most definitely. All right, so I think we're feeling good, but again, you got to keep your head on a swivel. I think you actually alluded to it too with that turnover, Mark. The Bills have been turning the ball over. They turned the ball over multiple times against Pittsburgh, turned the ball over against who was it? I mean, they did it against Cincinnati. James Cook fumbled into the end zone.
Yeah.
But I think if you win the turnover battle, you for sure win this game for certain. So that's the only thing that makes me a little uneasy.
Yeah, take care of that ball.
This is going to be their Super Bowl. The Patriots, because if they beat us, they kind of clinch the AFC East for sure. They beat Josh Allen twice, so
they're pretty close to clinching the AFC if they beat us, probably.
Yeah.
Do
you know the one little stat that stuck out? They lost a couple of guys on the deep front around week 9 or something. Someone said it's a big piece. Since week 9, run defense 31st in the NFL. So I would not be surprised if it's a yes, sir, we'll have another type weekend for sure. As well as Ty Johnson and Ray Davis.
What do you guys think? Diggs, who, it's kind of funny, went off against the Bills.
This is also us versus Cardi B.
Yeah. This is she's been all over the news.
Shit now.
She's also, I feel like Taylor's kind of disappeared, doesn't really want to be seen, and now she's on the timeline saying, "I'm all about football. I never liked football." She's the new football girlfriend. So we're gonna have to take her down. So Diggs went off last game.
Cardi B clapping this weekend in Foxborough. It's gonna be McDermott. Let's go like that. Let's put a button on the Sabres too, just to circle back. There's been a lot of smoke, and we're not talking a new pope or the deals at Herbal IQ. Kevin Adams potentially out this week.
Yeah, it's funny you brought up T Swift on because people were not checking her Jets flight logs; they were checking Yarmo's flight logs because he's on his way to Buffalo, allegedly. Does this mean Kevin with the Y's out the door?
I don't know. People say where there's smoke, there's fire, but I don't know if there's any fire. I think it might just be the frosty air people are breathing out.
The frosty air.
I have a hard time with how far things have gone that Pagula is really going to throw in the towel on Kevin Adams. Maybe brings in another consultant or something. I just have a hard time.
Another one?
Yeah. I just have a hard time that he's gonna. Everyone, reports have said he keeps him around because he's such a yes man, and they've kind of molded him within the organization with this unconventional rise to GM. So I just have a hard time believing they're gonna pull the plug now. So, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong.
I agree with you, but it's just...
You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Yarmo Claus is coming to town.
Also, Jackson Oz is coming to town. And probably the end zone again with another game winner this weekend. That would be electric.
So.
Going through it, speaking of drama with the Yarmo watch. So college football is still... the whole Michigan situation is kind of just insane, honestly.
It's totally insane.
Can I tell you guys something?
Bad shit insane.
What do you got?
This is after my mom said that she read a LeBron article where he did something heroic.
Oh, no. She got mainstreamed again?
This is pretty funny, though, because it's before all the, details came out. She goes, Michigan fired their head coach. And I go, really? That's surprising. Yeah. And then I checked the article later and saw everything else
beneath the surface
and
there.
I think she just might have only read the headline, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an absolute mess. And more keeps coming out. I was telling Slick before the show, feels like between this and the Lane Kiffin thing and Notre Dame versus the ACC. College football has stolen all the drama from the NBA.
Yeah,
ever
college
since
football. Maybe the NBA funneled down some funds or something. They said, like, here's $100 million block, NCAA. Go get some drama.
Here's a tree planting business.
Guess what? Michigan coach is like banging his executive assistant. I mean, this is, by the way, and this is not something to joke about. This is not something to joke about. It's like,
it's
like
crazy.
You didn't need to say it like that.
Well, it's the facts.
You didn't need to. It's not the facts. This is all alleged.
Allegedly.
You better watch your mouth with that.
Allegedly facts.
You're going to get us in trouble.
There's some serious stuff in this situation.
I know, very serious stuff.
Allegedly. That, like, you can't just go, but that's what's ridiculous. Don't point this back on me. It's ridiculous that they go on and they'd be like, we need to stabilize Michigan. Like, these men need a leader, like, for the team, like, as like a college coach watch. Like, how ridiculous does that all sound?
Very ridiculous.
Deal with the situation first, then you figure out the college coach watch.
Yeah, I'm not. Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Do we want to go through the allegations?
Give us a proper documentation of the allegations.
All right. So the timeline.
The allegations.
So this relationship apparently started either in the off-season training camp somewhere, and the university was sniffing it out, interviewing both of them allegedly back in August. They both denied it. Things move forward. Yes, they've known about this for a long.
They let the season go on.
Allegedly. Now, as the season went on, they're pretty much saying they said there wasn't anything, so we took them at their word. Things move forward. There's a number of things that happen, including apparently him door dashing or Uber eating Plan B to his office.
To the office?
In the fall. Yeah.
That was the smoking gun here. That was right. And the smoking gun and all this was that
I think
the
that's when
DoorDash driver then communicated to the athletic department.
I think the university,
Allegedly.
like I said, already saw the smoke, but that was when, oh no, people outside the higher ups are finding out about this.
DoorDash driver knew a bit about the program. If he's taking an order from head coach's said name, delivering it to a female that is not his wife.
What kind of program property
and knows
is this?
that it's Plan B.
Like the coach's office, like he just walks all the way up to, like, that seems kind of insane.
I'm wondering if
she may have
unless it was made.
Door.
I'm thinking it was made on his account, like his phone, and he saw the name
on his account, and that's how he saw the name. But then, even if it gets delivered to the woman, like I guess if it's Plan B, he's not taking it. So
wow, what a
Sherlock Holmes.
We're reaching all kinds of revolutionary conclusions.
I was going to say you could have defended she was just grabbing the order for me to bring it to my office.
It's a crazy situation.
Right.
And that's why it's so ridiculous for anyone on any talking head show to be like, Michigan needs to stabilize this program. Like, no, you need to stabilize this life situation.
And this is after obviously a number of scandals that they've dealt with in just the past 5 years. So that happens. Yes. Apparently, allegedly, Michigan knew this was a relationship that was happening. That was
weeks ago.
Before the Ohio State game, they decide we'll wait and see, because if they win this game,
it's more than a game.
We might be in the college football playoffs, and we might want to keep our coach around. So they lose. Word gets out. Coach starts to panic because there's a meeting called with just the AD, other administrators in the team. He starts to sniff that something's happening. I think before he even officially received word,
football program meeting without the coach, basically.
Yeah,
I mean that just kind of happened with Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I mean, insane.
Yeah. So, and then at some point, I don't know if this is before or after firing, his wife finds out. He's at home, disturbed. Allegedly is telling her he's gonna unalive himself. Then goes and I think breaks in or somehow gets inside the apartment or home of the executive assistant that he had, the one he was having the relationship with, which too, this started to come out because I think the relationship ended in the fall and he was still stalking her or something. Like it hadn't been going on currently. Yeah, he starts threatening her. Allegedly had a knife.
All right. Let's just, we don't have to get
in. Yeah, it got real messy. I'm trying to give the people the hot tea.
There's certain details that we don't have to get all the way into.
And it made more threats on his own life and hers. Arrested for assault. along with a number of other charges,
Yeah.
and more just keeps coming out.
Bonkers.
It's crazy, crazy stuff.
I mean, waiting till after the Ohio State game. I'm like, the gall, the unmitigated gall.
It's kind of crazy. They thought Jim Harbaugh was like the root of their problems.
But
nope.
I actually, the funny thing is I saw someone say like, man, this is more proof. Like you need a psycho that only cares about football running your program.
Yes.
And then someone commented a link to this story a Michigan alumni had where he like saw Jim at a bar having a beer, and there were like cute college girls talking to him. And he's like, "Oh, you want to throw the ball around?" And he thinks like, "Oh, he's going to go hit on him." And Jim Harbaugh starts throwing like piss missiles to them. He's like, "No, you got to keep your thumbs down." And he's like coaching these 2 or 3 girls on how to catch the ball. And then like is like, "All right, great work today," and like walks away. So yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh, the Harbaugh boys, they only focus on ball.
Lord knows what Lane Kiffin would have done in that bar.
You have Notre Dame getting into some bureaucratic nonsense. This seems like Nate Geary's Notre Dame. I couldn't even believe this when I read this. They have an agreement that if they finish ranked top 12 next year, they're guaranteed a playoff spot. Is this after they got denied one this year, like as a loophole? What happened here?
It seems like trying to like make the upset child
makeup call.
Yeah, I don't know if this was. I think this decision might have been made before the season started, and it's just a coincidence. We have to get the
if it was made
fact
before the
check on
season
that.
started. I see why they're so salty.
But now the rest of the league is like, well, this is stupid. No one else gets that preferential treatment. And why should we even schedule games against them?
Yeah, especially for a team that like doesn't even have like a conference. Really, like how does that even work?
Yeah, I think they're going to be forced to join a conference. They're going to be forced to join a conference for sure.
Maybe they can join your ACC again.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We've got a big sports weekend on tap. Nothing tonight, I believe.
Greg Head, has Drake May gone through puberty yet?
That's a fair question.
That's a fair question.
I still haven't. So it's very possible.
Yeah, we're just asking questions.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm not in the NFL, though. If I got hit, I would be a bag of bones for sure. But we got Bandits Halifax tomorrow. Banditland is back. 2 games to start the weekend. But then we have a Sunday special. We got UB Men's Hoops, Sabres Nightcap, and, of course, Bills Patriots at 1 o'clock. So massive weekend to look ahead for. And, folks, when it's a weekend, we are always into our Friday fundraising here on Trainwreck today. We're raising the funds and we're raising the fun. And we're going to be doing it next weekend with Buddy's Paw It Forward Streamathon Extravaganza. December 20th at the Ridge. Go 12:30 to 2, the live stream itself. We're going to have 3 power half hours in those 90 minutes where Salino Plumbing, Buys an Elevator, and Hope Rises all match the first $1,500 in donations. So if my quick math is right, that means there's a chance to raise $9,000 real quick if we can get to $1,500 in each of those 3 power hours. Each donation during the power half hour enters to win Picasso's gift cards. We'll have live stream games, interviews, and celebrity appearances. So it should be a lot. Oh, I can't do that. But we'll be definitely doing that December 20th at the Ridge. So we're looking forward to that. But Slick, now it's time to flash back a little bit on this Friday. I know you looked up some wrestling ones for us.
I did.
Before we get into the Sabres, Bills of it all, what do you got?
So this first one, it's really going to get you because this is 1999.
Oh, no, this is my era.
Armageddon pay-per-view.
Oh, this is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon turned on Vince McMahon to reveal that they were actually married.
Bingo. It was a ruse the whole time. She was never drugged. She was never married in a McDonald's drive-thru. It never even happened.
She was complicit in it all.
Complicit in the entire thing to go and screw you, Dad.
Now here's the story, Stephanie.
Take me to that son of a bitch.
Crazy.
Also, 2004, another Armageddon pay-per-view. We had a fatal 4-way match for the WWE title where you saw
Redacted
JBL retain against not Redacted.
Cena, Edge, and Undertaker. Yeah.
Not Cena.
Jeff Hardy, Triple H.
Neither.
Who?
One is on commentary in some space in WWE.
Oh no, Wade Barrett? No. Oh, no. Who's on NXT?
Booker T.
Booker T. Okay.
And then the last, Eddie Guerrero, rest his soul.
Oh, R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero.
Yes. So that crazy JBL coming out of that with a retention too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a way you do it. Like
well,
in all those
JBL was
matches.
such a powerhouse heel out of nowhere that like you kind of just
that's
keep
what
him
the
there.
heel does in the four-way too.
The other guys get to look at
jump in
that's
on
how
yours.
it's done. That's how business is done. Speaking of business getting done, let's flash back a little bit for the Sabres. In 1998, Sabres only have 20 shots on goal versus the I believe it was the Bruins. They're 37 shots, but the Sabres win 4-1. Hasek makes 36 saves on 37 shots. Sabres win with only 20 shots on goal. Then we go to 2000. Sabres definitely did shut out the Bruins on the road. Hasek again. So Hasek back-to-back years there, or 2 back-to-back years, having great performances. 2006 Sabres, 06-07 team, best team, one of the best teams in history. 3-2 win on the road. Danny Briere had 3 assists. 23-5-2 with that start. How you like that gut, Don?
Oh my goodness.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
Collectible coins with these guys' pictures on them.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I still got that collection.
More recently, 2019, Eichel scores 2 times in the 4-3 win over Nashville. The Ralph Krueger era had hope at that point.
Feels like just yesterday.
Does feel like just yesterday. So let's go all the way back. You threw a Bills 13, Steelers 0 on it. Terry Bradshaw was 2 of 13.
2 of 13 for
Terry
3
Bradshaw
yards
was 2 of
passing.
13.
2 of 13 and 2 interceptions. 3 yards passing. So even on those 2, only picked up 3 yards. Bills shut out the Steelers. Yeah, I saw this. I had to put it down because I've always just known Terry Bradshaw as the guy on the halftime show. Yeah. So pretty funny that the Bills were whooping his ass back in 82. 82, I'm sorry. In 92, the Bills got a 10-point victory over the Broncos. Jim Kelly, 13 for 23, 213 yards, 2 interceptions, though. Thurman, 159 yards from scrimmage, counting for most of the rushing yards that day.
I like that. So then we'll go into 2004. This is when the Bills started either 1-5 or 1-6, 0-4 for sure. But then they were on a run here. They were, I think this got them back to 1 game above 500. They win by 30 over the Browns. Willis McGahee had 105 yards rushing. Drew Bledsoe had 100 yards passing in a game where the Bills scored 37 points. So think about
absolutely
that.
Insane.
In today's era, for sure.
I think who caught the lone touchdown? Or I'm sorry, that was the next one.
13-6 Browns. 3rd win in 5 weeks. So this was the season where they started 0-9 or 0-10.
0-8.
0-8. Okay, 0-8.
And then they'd go on to win 3 of the next 5. Yep.
Stevie Johnson?
No.
Fred Jackson?
No. I'm forgetting now, too.
Oh, no.
I was really hoping you would get it. And
we'll look it up. We'll figure it out before the end of the show for sure. And then 4 years ago today, near comeback against Tampa Bay, down 24-3 at half. Allen leads them back. Should have been pass interference on Stephon Diggs.
It should have been pass interference. Well, should have been a wardrobe malfunction.
Should have been a wardrobe malfunction.
I mean, I just don't know how you can come back to the sidelines with a V-neck down to your manhood and not get a flag called for PI.
It's very sketchy.
Really make sense.
Very sketchy indeed. Wait, is that a noise? Wait, that's not your phone ringing?
No, it's not.
That's not a text message. It's time for some FaceTime.
Whoa, Sean, we were just talking about the Bills.
Thanks for having me, guys. Always a pleasure to be on a winning program. Looking forward to keeping it going. Clap.
Yeah, you remember that Bucks game we were just talking about?
I could see Stephon getting held from over here. I was really proud of the way the men battled in that game. They could easily gave up. I looked into their eyes at half and I said, clap. This game isn't over yet. And I think we really emanated that message. We almost a historic comeback for the team that day.
Speaking of Stephon, we're seeing him for the second time this season on Sunday. He recently became a father with Grammy award-winning rapper Cardi B. Do you have a message for him?
Yeah, well, first off, congratulations to the happy couple. Always like to see a family blossom. I'm a nuclear family guy, so glad to see him taking care of that. With that said, I've got a plan for Stephon Diggs on Sunday, and I haven't done it against the Texans. I didn't do it in the first game. I'm doing it in this game. They're going to come out. Stephon Diggs is going to line up wide left. Who do you think I'm putting on him?
Who are you putting on him?
Number 17, Josh Allen. Line them up, stick them, stop them on the first play. Now here's the thing. Here's what you're gonna say. Whoa, you're gonna say.
We can't do that.
You're gonna say, Coach, I can't do that. Well, guess what? When he stops him on the first play, I take my franchise quarterback out, and he's totally fine. What do you think Stefan's thinking about the rest of the game? Is he thinking about how he can play and dominate on the field? No. He's thinking about how Josh Allen stopped him on the first play of the game.
I think a better plan for Stefan would be plan B, but I digress. Don.
I mean, I heard you were getting creative with the D taking over from Babbage, but wow, that's really
creative with the D.
It's really new one. You got a favorite Cardi B song? You a fan?
Yeah. I definitely go. I'm an up guy. Up.
If it's up, then it's up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you clap?
No Cardi B this weekend. No Cardi B, Coach.
To be honest, I was pounding. The fate of Ophelia all week for the Chiefs. I might be pounding. Outside all weekend. You see me outside at Foxborough, I'll just be hanging out.
No, all right.
Yeah. What do you enjoy going to Foxborough,
outside.
Coach? You have to do it every year.
Always love getting the team on the road. It gets a little monotonous being at home. Obviously, love the hometown advantage and home field advantage our fans give us, but love getting on the road and excited to get this win in Foxborough this weekend.
You like New England clam chowder or Manhattan clam chowder better?
I'm a Manhattan guy.
Oh.
At the bar as well. So I like a little double dip. I'll order Manhattan. I'll order a double Manhattan, actually, the drink and the clam chowder.
Do you wear your glasses while you're drinking the Manhattan?
No.
Oh, I feel like
yeah. Why? Where are the glasses? You've been rocking those lately.
I got LASIK.
But you're still wearing the glasses for games?
Yeah, it's for the look. It's for the experience. It's for my
Are those meta glasses? Are you just filming the whole?
I can look at film.
I don't know if you should admit that on air.
Zuckerberg's feeding me film real time. All right, boys. Speaking of film, I gotta go.
All right.
Thanks for joining us,
Thank you
Coach.
so much, Coach. Thank you so much.
All right, that was nice of Coach to stop by. Oh, look who we got.
Fresh off the dub.
All right, Tage, you've been carrying the team lately. How's it feel? You guys picking up momentum as we get into this road trip?
Yeah, we're getting our legs, ready, and we're getting used to being on the road. There hasn't been a lot of road stretches like this for us, especially going out west. But we're digging it. We were a little jet lagged to start, but we got our feet under us and looking to get another big dub this Sunday for a one Buffalo weekend.
Yeah, Tage, first game last night for Buffalo native Trevor Kuntar, tossed right onto the first line with you guys' impressions of him, how he played with you. Back checking like a madman, too.
Oh, yeah, to quote my guy Don, a lot of gut from this young kid. And you know what? If he keeps feeding me the puck like he was last night so I can be vintage Tage and just roofing it top corner where mama hides the cookies, then, yeah, keep him up here. I love it.
I got to ask you, Don, the holiday cheermeister is giving...
Wait, who's Don?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Who's Don?
Tage.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, Tage. I was thinking about my guy. He typically shimmers over there. Tage.
It's probably because the Tage Parm.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You said your boy Don, the guy you mentioned. You got Don. Don, must be Don on the brain. All right, you got Tage. With that said, the holiday cheermeister deserves a slap on the back or a toast. It's the one at the holiday time who needs the spirit the most. Who do we need to make the holiday cheermeister on the Buffalo Sabres this year?
Did you write that?
That's the Grinch.
What the hell is that? Oh, it's the Grinch? Okay. What was the question again?
Thompson, not big Grinch guy.
Who needs a burst of the holiday cheer the most on the team?
I think our guy Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen, he's been with us for a while, teammate of mine for a while. We kind of came up together, and I think we got to rally around our guy and make sure we're playing hard in front of our goalie, as we always should be. Blocking pucks, you know what they say, back check, forecheck, paycheck. So let's do it.
Obviously, Winter Olympics around the corner. We expect you there, obviously. There's a whole debacle going on with this arena situation in Milan. What's your take on all of it?
Listen, people are just mad with that 3 less feet that one of the guys with the longest sticks in the league is going to be just covering even more of that ice. And I'm not just talking about the stick in my hands, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we're this is where size matters, boys, on these smaller ice surfaces. So it's an advantage for me and anyone that wants to bitch out. I'm calling, go for it. But USA all the way, Canada, suck it.
Well said. I think that's a good
Appreciate
sign.
It,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, boys. Thanks. Bye.
FaceTime here on Trainwreck today. Oh, and we're going to stay in the Sabres org, I guess. We're going to switch over GM Kevin Adams. Kevin, there's been a lot of talk this week. There was Yarmo watch. Where are you at mentally? What's the focus here?
Mentally feeling good. Picked up a great win in Vancouver last night. Obviously, I wasn't there. I'm back here in Buffalo waiting for Yarmo to get off the plane so he can teach me how this vending machine will work. But other than that, things are good. We're getting back on the winning ways.
Coach, what's with the three goalies thing? Our head coach, or I'm sorry, GM, our head coach said kind of had some comments that he didn't want to send down a guy because he's been forced to carry three goalies. Any comment on that?
No comment further than we will continue to play the best goaltenders. And, UPL's been playing well. The two young guys as well, battling for a spot. No comment on the send down.
Okay. Any comment on the holiday season? What are you looking forward to most here as we go down the stretch here in 2025?
I'm looking at Yarmo getting here so he can take some weight off my back. I'm really trying to go home to the family, take some time off. I've been doing a lot of heavy lifting around the arena. Looking forward to the holidays, maybe a glass of eggnog and some time with the family.
Coach, have you had one of those beer sabers yet?
Oh, yeah. I was down in a few of those last night watching the boys buzzing.
All right. Well, I got to say, this is the fact that you don't have them on weeknights is some bullshit. And you're the GM, so I need you to pull some strings for me. I only go to weeknight games. I haven't even gotten my beak wet with one beer saber. Can you do that for me?
I had the same issue as you, and I approached Terry with this matter. And he said, we can't do the beer saber on weekdays. So I said, yes, Terry, you're the boss. I always listen to you. And that's where we're going from there on out. I'm not happy with the decision either, but what Terry P does, we do as well. So that's all.
All right.
Fair enough, Coach.
Yeah. All right. We'll let you get back to it, GMK. I hope you have a good holiday season.
All right. Thanks.
All right, Sabres fans don't think that GMK exactly has a bright outlook for his future, but there's a couple of things that are making me feel on the bright side heading into this weekend. So let's get into it with our bright side vibes brought to you by Resurgence Bright Side Vibe Seltzers. For me, it's that all Buffalo teams have something at stake. You got the Bandits start to the season. They're 1-0, so they're playing for that. UB Men's Hoops is trying to keep their momentum. UB Women's is also kind of picking up their momentum. They're still undefeated at home. A lot of people forget. And then the Bills, they've been treading water for the last 3 weeks after the Dolphins game, after that Texans game. So now you get the Bengals and the Steelers wins. For the first time in a while, the Bills really have something at stake this weekend with a point to prove in the AFC East. So I'm looking on that bright side for this weekend. Slick, what do you got?
The stakes are out this weekend, and the knives are to new Knives Out movie dropping on Netflix. I had to just bring it up, Nick P. It's a nice segue. We're coming in. I'm looking forward to watching that with my mother this weekend.
All right. So, yeah, my bright side vibe, it's all about Sunday. Boys, we got an opportunity at redemption. Last time Bills and Sabres played in the same day, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. The Sabres lost 3-0. We lose to the Falcons. We get to play a 1:00 game against the Patriots where Josh Allen shows who actually runs the East. And then we get to cap that off with a Sabres victory at 8 p.m. So I'm not looking for just a one Buffalo weekend. I'm looking for a one Buffalo Sunday, folks.
I love that. Sounds like we have a lot that we're looking on the bright side too. Thanks to Bright Side Vibe Seltzers by Resurgence. All right, and to wrap it up here on Trainwreck Today 42, we've got in our pop culture correspondent, Nick P. Make some noise for him.
Hi, everyone.
All right, Nick P., we got you up against the clock. We got about 3 to 4 minutes. We got an important client coming in here live in the studio, so we got to make sure we make it happen. Let's run through the pop culture. What's going on?
First of all, Slick, I cannot believe you just went to Knives Out without me.
So no.
Look, man.
It was going to be like a transition as well into the next bit. We talked about it last week. I was disappointed. Yeah. I thought it was coming out last week.
Knives Out is one of my favorite movies. I love the second one. I was also going to watch it with your mother this weekend, so I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
We left him open. For that one. He's gonna
respect.
take
But
it
no.
every time.
Respect.
Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man is on Netflix today, and I will be watching it this weekend. It is out today, and I will be watching it this weekend. Looking very much forward to that.
Is there any scuttlebutt on where this one ranks amongst? This is the third installment, right?
People, I think, are saying better than the second one, but not as good as the first.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Well, then we're in for something because I thought the second was really good, but
Second
not,
was also
not
really good.
Not quite.
I really liked
to
the
the level
part-
of the first.
Second
So-
one was decent. Edward Norton was acting his ass off as an asshole, so that was pretty good.
I think we should predict who the killer is among the cast.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
we've got
I'm going Jeremy Renner.
we've got Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Kaylee Spaney, Daryl McCormick, Thomas Hayden Church, Jeffrey. Holy shit! I'm gonna say it's Glenn Close.
Yeah, Glenn Close is.
I was
getting this
actually,
this
I don't know why I
opportunity.
had that written all over it when
That
you
seems
read
like-
that name too.
She's such a huge name. It feels like that's one where we'd be like,
That's the only
we
reason
got her,
she's
we
getting
gotta
off
use
the
her.
couch.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Knives Out, Taylor Swift Eras Tour documentary also came out today. I haven't watched it. Someone tell me if it's good. I'll get around to it at some point. Otherwise,
Didn't she already do a movie for that?
she did
That
like
was the concert.
it was like a
movie,
concert
yeah.
film.
Oh my God, this woman
It's like a documentary about
money
the,
making is
Deathly
like
Hallows Part
they
1.
go hand in hand. Her and making a shit ton of money off stuff
Yeah.
that's already been done.
Oh, it's a docu-series.
It's a docu-series,
It's a whole
right?
series.
series
Making
and
the
like
tour.
8 versions of
There
an
we go.
album,
So-
a movie.
Anyway, my top story of the week:
Yes.
Grande Grabber gets Gaga. You'll remember a couple of
We
weeks
remember.
Or
ago,
does
We
Gaga
remember.
get grabbered?
we were talking about Ariana
Remember the red
Grande.
carpet rush?
Yes.
Guy rushes her. Cynthia Erivo swoops in, protects her. This guy turned up at a Lady Gaga concert. He's apparently a repeat offender. They kicked him out before Gaga took the stage 2 hours beforehand. Crazy stuff.
The thing I do respect this crazy person about is that he doesn't try to hide. He's just
He's
in
like, I'm
plain
here.
sight.
He's
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
grab
outside.
Yeah,
you.
he's like, I'm here.
I'm
So
outside.
he must have some level of
And
delusion.
it's
So-
also
going on,
so
but-
funny that they were able to recognize him before the
Oh, there were
concert.
people. There were people posting their text chains like the crowd rush or the stage rushers here. Someone alert Gaga.
It's really funny to me that like people are seeing him and like, oh, that is the stage rusher. Because I don't know that I would have committed his face to memory. He goes by Pajama Man on social media.
On a scale of 0 to 100 percentile. What's the strength level of the little monsters behind Lil Gaga? 99.
Oh yes, absolutely. People talk about Taylor Swift again, Swifties as the dominant fan force. People really underestimate.
Don't
the
forget
monsters.
the little monster.
You get
How could
killed.
you forget the
Oh,
monster?
it could
Yeah.
be crazy.
The little monster was actually Slick's nickname in college.
Seriously.
You
In middle
don't
school.
want to know why.
All right. What
Anyway.
else we got?
Moving on in the music world. So I don't know if you guys know about there's this rapper called SD Kid.
Yes.
I hear
Tearing it up.
SD
Tearing it up.
card or SD?
People-
Having a whole career.
people think this
You
rapper.
know this guy?
Yeah. He was on my radar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know.
Because-
It was on a Spotify
I think
rap.
I know where this is going.
Because people are starting to surmise
People are saying
something.
he might be Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet is obviously doing press for this new movie coming out, Marty Supreme. People are saying Timothée Chalamet has been on a heater. I saw a
get
tweet
it
that say
now.
Timothée Chalamet talks about acting like he's an athlete, and I get it. He's like, yeah, man, I want it. I'm not ashamed to want it. I'm up there with the greats. But you also did Wonka last year, so I don't
But
know.
he did Wonka great.
I get it now. So there wasn't a conspiracy that he was a British rapper. It's that this British rapper
Is
is
him.
Timothée
Yeah.
Chalamet.
Correct. So
Okay.
they're pressing him on this in this interview, and
Can I
three.
see this?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they showed the guy.
So
We got time for you to show the guy. We'll see it. We'll edit it in.
okay, cool. So they're interviewing this guy and they press him. They're saying, "Hey, they're saying you're SD Kid. Is that true?" 3 times he says, "I've got no comment." They're going, "Come on, dude. It's just, the fans say you have the same scarf, or it really looks like your eyes behind this face mask that SD Kid wears." And Timothée Chalamet says, "I got 2 words for you. All will be revealed in due time." Now, I failed the hell out of my college statistics class, but I feel like I could do enough math to know that that's more than 2 words. That's
Way
like
more
7
than 2
words.
words.
So that seems fishy to me. I think Timothée Chalamet is the rapper. Weigh in the chat. Do you think Timothée Chalamet is SD Kid?
He's gotta
I
be
think
him.
so.
That's such a corny name. It has to be him. Also,
Well, he was-
All right, take us down the home stretch here.
he was Lil Timmy Tim,
He
the
was Lil
rapper.
Timmy Tim.
So anyway, other news. This one is just
Okay,
a
here
weird one.
we
Came on my radar. We talked about
It's
Hugh
not
Jackman
him.
last week. What's up, Don?
I said it's not him.
You don't think it's him?
It's totally different eyes, totally different nose.
Well, all
That's my
right.
opinion.
You heard it
The
here first.
verdict is in.
Verdict's in. All right, so Don's anti-SD kid. Chalamet.
Anyway, moving on. We talked about Hugh Jackman last week and the Song Sung Blue movie coming out about the Neil Diamond cover band, which weird concept, but maybe there's a really great story. Will I see it? We'll see. But he's on the press tour for this, and they're talking to him on Howard Stern. And he mentions like, oh, in 1995, I was in England. I was doing Beauty and the Beast live. I played Gaston. Howard Stern, without missing a beat, goes, oh, that's the one where you pissed your pants. I don't know how Howard Stern got that information. I don't know why he thought that was a great thing to blow up. But yes, Hugh Jackman does tell the story about how in 1995, Beauty and the Beast live, he pissed his pants. So the story goes, he was having a bunch of headaches, went to the doctor. Doctor said, hey, drink 2 gallons of water, which he did before he went on stage, wearing red tights. And he's carrying Belle. And he said, some leaked out. And I remember thinking, uh-oh, and Belle's over my shoulder, like, what's going on? Because I'd stopped singing. I was just marching around. Then at the end of the song, I had a choice. I either sing it and piss my pants, or I don't sing it and humiliate myself. So I sang it, and it was just going. I immediately, instead of taking my bow, like at the applause, I turned off stage, I just jumped around and looked down, and there was nothing. Jackman later revealed that his boots were filled with piss, and somehow he managed to get away with it. However, he confessed, as I walk off stage, my dresser is in the wings, and all she is doing is looking at my crotch. I look down and walk off, and it is completely wet. So in that 3 minutes after the song, it had seeped through. And you know, nothing can embarrass you after that. Hugh Jackman went on this radio show, talked in graphic detail about pissing his pants, and that's why the Wolverine costume is yellow. It's just an insane thing to admit to. You could not.
I was wondering where you're
I mean,
going with that
between
one.
that, Mitch Morse saying he shit his
It's a
pants during a
Halloween
game.
for movements.
That's
Look, man.
entertainment. You know, that you give it all you got.
As someone with chronic stomach issues, like, you cannot waterboard that information out of me. But that is it in pop culture this week.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Mr. Cool, Nick Polinsky. By the way,
Give it up for him. Give it up for him.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me Hugh Jackman.
Consider me
the
Nick.
president
Huge
of
shout out
Cool Club.
everybody tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, everything. Make sure you have a great weekend. Let's go dominate all these. Let's go dominate everything in life. Let's get ready for the end of the year. Let's go have a great weekend. You can only start by having
A good day now.